Hello everyone. Last time we were here, I failed the final chapter map before we got to do anything. So, well, I mean, we did do stuff, but yeah, I failed the objective. Some civilians got killed. It was unfortunate. Yeah. So we'll be restarting that map. Hopefully we'll do better this time around, and yeah, after that we'll move on to the next chapter. Let's redo this horrible map. I mean, I guess it wasn't that bad, but I didn't enjoy it very much, so... Ironclad Defense... Persuade Balthus... We'll actually go for Stronghold Sabotage instead of False Rumors. Alright, this team is good. Oh, we still have strategies we can use, huh? In that case, let's assign archers. Protect the target. There we go.
I thought this was the Western Church's army. You wouldn't know it with all those outside forces. Imperial and otherwise.
We must help these people, and quickly. We can focus on gaining territory after that.
Indeed we
Our priority is
can.
granting the local citizens an escape route. To do so, we must start by capturing the nearby strongholds. You're done!
Let's start, let's send Sylvain here.
I'll make sure
Is this the gatekeeper over here? It is. Okay. We'll send Dimitri there, take care of that man.
We must strive to perform
We'll
to the
send
best of our...
I'll do my best.
Ash this way,
Nervous about
Let's begin.
to do this way. Actually,
It's time to move.
let's have Ash or Ignatz go here,
Prepared to see this through.
and then... Actually no, we'll control Ignatz to get rid of these grapplers first. Cause this is a future stronghold here that we are going to have, and it's gonna be a pain if those grapplers are still there. We'll send... I guess Ash goes there.
I'll give it a
Let's have Annette help Sylvain out with this assassin,
I'll do what I can.
and Felix can go here.
It's worth it.
Alright, we'll send Shez here as well.
There are still people trapped inside the fortress. We need to get to them fast.
Yep. Let's get rid of these guys.
What do you think of this?
Yo, where'd you go, buddy?
Kingdom's here already. Loot whatever you can.
Get a load of this guy here for the wrong job. Who made him an Imperial general anyway?
Alright, let's keep fighting this grappler.
I think this will... I'm prepared to see this through.
Alright, yeah, those guys are targets anyways, so
Shall take the lead.
we'll go here, take care of this gatekeeper.
Refuse to hold back.
We can probably actually take all the strongholds with Dimitri. He's probably strong enough for that. We'll do that. Alright, this stronghold is now mine. Is the gates to that one open as well? No, it's not. Alright, Gaju's busy.
I think
We'll switch out Gaju and Ignatz. We'll have Ignatz strike that grappler, Gaju come here, fight this guy.
This isn't even kingdom territory. What would embolden them to do such things?
Money! Alright, let's beat the stronghold captain. There you go, you're dead. Alright, let's keep going. There's a stronghold here.
Find someone else for this job.
Shut up and do as you're told, Merc. Or I could always cut you to pieces if you can't follow orders.
Alright, this stronghold captain is going to fall very soon. Alright, let's have Sylvain target that guy.
I'll give it 1000%.
Annette target one of the grapplers here. And yeah. Well, everyone else is taking care of, what's it? The guy. Actually, okay, we'll send Dimitri
We will proceed as planned.
over here.
We move now.
And then we will control Ignatz, kill this grappler here, and get him out of the way.
Come on, we have to help the others.
One stronghold secured. We must now capture another.
Alright, Ash defeated the grappler. Let's have them continue to attack. Alright, where is this gatekeeper now? Alright, it's over here. Okay. Nice job, Ignatz. Alright, there you go. You're gone.
I think this will go
Let's send Ignatz now after this guy.
Take a breather. Leave this to me.
I've awaited this moment.
And take on the guy in this stronghold. Wait, was that not it? Alright, who's the gatekeeper then? Grappler, grappler, grappler. Alright, dang it, there's someone out here somewhere that's gotta be...
I think this will go well.
Alright, let's have Ignatz go back here, target that guy. There's gotta be a gatekeeper somewhere here, right? Anyways, let's send Sylvain to guard this commoner.
Back up to me.
I guess we should seize the other stronghold too. Let's have Shez do that one.
I've got this. I'll do what I can.
And then we'll have Felix and Annette on standby right now. Alright, this is kinda annoying. I don't remember where the gatekeeper is for this fight. Grappler, you're a grappler. You're also a grappler. Am I missing something? I feel like I am. Shoot, this is not good. If we can't find the gatekeeper, we're kinda screwed here.
We won't let you get away with any more of this.
Oh, maybe it's this guy that we need to kill. Oh my gosh.
Keep your eyes on. Take a breather. My turn.
Alright. I wonder if it's you that we need to kill.
I find you now.
Alright, there we go.
It's tantamount to death for these people should these strongholds fall. We must keep them secure. I've awaited this moment.
Alright, now we can't let the evacuation points. Okay, where's the gatekeeper? Freaking... Ah. Maybe I need to take this stronghold first.
I'm not here for killing innocent people. Goes against the Merc Code.
It's too late to have morals now. We're paying you to kill, so you buckle down and do it.
This stronghold will fall.
Alright, how's our commoner friend doing here? About to die, fudge. Alright, screw it. We're gonna restart this map. I don't know what went wrong. Something went wrong.
I thought this was the Western Church's army.
Shoot.
You wouldn't know it with all those
We
outside
missed.
forces.
Alright, we
Imperial
wasted
and-
something.
Not a
Alright,
problem.
Shez, go here.
I've got this.
Dimitri, go here.
We must strive. Hear you loud and clear.
Sylvain,
I'll make short work of this.
I'll give it 1000%.
Annette,
Leave everything to me.
It's time to move.
I'll do what I can.
let's have Felix. Actually, yeah, we'll control Shez for the time being.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this. I think this will go well.
Alright, you're the gatekeeper. We'll have to
I'm
kill
prepared
you.
to see this through.
Which means there's like another gatekeeper somewhere around here, right? Alright, who's the gatekeeper then? Ah, so freaking annoying. It doesn't say who to kill. You're an assassin, you're an assassin. Dang it. Alright, I guess we just target all the grapplers in the surrounding area then.
Otherwise,
Let's go take that, stronghold
We must
down.
fight these people, and quickly. We can focus on gaining territory after that. Our priority is granting the local citizens an escape route. To do so, we must start by capturing the nearby strongholds.
Alright, defeat the assassin and their
We need
allies.
to get to them fast.
Kingdom's here already. Loot whatever you can.
Get a load of this guy here for the wrong job. Who made him an Imperial general anyway?
Alright, there we go. Now... what to do? Alright, Shez, we're gonna start killing grapplers, because they're very annoying, and I think we need to kill one of them
Got this.
to open that gate. And I don't know which one is which, so we're gonna have to kill all of them. That's the idea.
I've awaited this moment. I refuse to hold back.
Alright, you're dead.
You won't stop.
There we go. Alright, now this gate should open, and we can get in. Let's turn here, defeat the stronghold captain. Alright, we can control Ash down here. Alright, we'll do that.
We will proceed as planned.
Dimitri should be fine, he can handle this on his own.
Perform to the best of
We'll
our ability.
control Ash. Did we get this guy? We did. Okay.
I'm all right.
Let us crush their defense.
Let's get this grappler out of the way. There we go.
This isn't even kingdom territory. What would embolden them to do such things?
Where's the other guy? Over here.
one stronghold secured. We must now capture another.
Alright. Dimitri has seized the guardhouse. Wonderful.
We will proceed as planned.
Let's, take this one down now.
You can have your dirty money back. Find someone else for this job.
Do as you're told, Or I could always
There we go. Alright, we seized the evacuation points.
Sentence out to death for these people should
Let's send Ignots now to kill this grappler.
If these strongholds fall, we must keep them secure.
I'm out of here for killing innocent people. Goes against the Merc Code.
Alright, this grappler is our guy to kill.
So you buckle down and do it.
Alright, citizens almost routed. Fudge. Ah, how annoying. Now let's control
We
Ignots.
won't let you get away with any more of this.
Alright, you're dead. Are you? Please tell me he's dead. Alright. He's not? What the heck? You're a tenacious one. There we go. Did that open the gates? It did.
I'm prepared to see this through.
Alright, maybe an all-out offensive is a bit rash. Let's
Come with me.
let's do that.
I'll do what I can. We march on me. Hear you
We'll distract Sylvain and Annette. We'll have her do that. Dimitri's got a handle on things, but we want him to be targeting this stronghold captain over here.
Let us crush their defenses.
Alright, so it looks like that grappler was the one that we needed to kill.
We made it. Come on, we have to help the others.
must keep my guard up.
There we go. Alright, and then we rescued that citizen. Lovely. Let's assign someone to guard. Like, Annette.
1000%.
That's a good idea.
I think that's all of them. No matter what happens from here on out, we have to keep them safe.
Saved as many as we possibly could. Now we need to see them safely evacuated to the strongholds outside the fortress.
Alright, citizens are retreating. Great. Let's, have Felix guard this commoner.
To help.
Where did Sylvain go? Okay, he's over here. Or actually, the dude has a, bonus when protecting, so we'll have him do that.
I will be your shield.
Hear you loud and clear.
And then Sylvain can probably run over here, target any assassins in the way. Yeah.
I'll make
There we go.
Trying to sneak away. Not on my watch. You fools will get what you deserve.
Citizens being attacked by assassins. What'd I tell you? Okay, it's a good thing we have Sylvain on standby. Let's have him do that.
Come on, let's hear you loud and clear. I think this will go
Let's
well.
have Ignat start fighting
Prepared to see this
someone.
through.
Where's Ash? Oh, protecting one of the other commoners, right? Or... Wait, shoot, where is he? Oh, he's over here, okay.
I'll do my best.
Ash, go help defeat these assassins.
Take a breather. Just keep coming.
to me.
I shall take the lead.
Hard to fight and keep your prizes safe at the same time.
You gotta be kidding me. Let me out.
Alright, we're almost done killing the sniper. Let's go kill him first. There we go. And now we'll target the sniper down there. Oh, there's a hallway this way. Okay. We'll get rid of these snipers. Alright, who's nearly routed?
I'll give it 1,000. Leave everything to me.
Alright, Annette will do that. She probably needs backup. Let's have Shez help out here.
No, we have to save them.
Alright, Annette's nearly routed. She'll be fine. Yeah, she's got a vulnerary. Shoot, where is this sniper? Dang it.
Let's see them off with a nice parting gift.
Please tell me that Commoner didn't die.
Those ballisti are trouble. We should split up and take them down.
Oh, we did she did die. Fudge.
I'm not ready to die.
How annoying.
We didn't make it in time. Yet again, I failed to save them.
This is annoying. This is very annoying. Alright, let's try again.
I thought this was the Western Church's army. You wouldn't know it with all those...
We will proceed as planned.
Alright, man, I'm tired of hearing the same dialogue over and over again.
Make short work of this.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave everything.
Alright, we'll have to send Annette on the other way, because there's grapplers that
It's
appear
worth a
there.
shot.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I think this will go well.
Alright, Ignatz target this guy.
Prepared to see this through.
I'll do my best.
Ash target that guy.
I'm a little nervous about this.
Alright,
Outside forces.
and everyone's got their
Imperials.
orders.
Otherwise,
We must help these people, and quickly. We can focus on gaining territory after that. Our priority is granting the local citizens an escape. To do so, we must start by capturing the nearby strongholds.
Alright, that was a strong- oh wait, that's not the stronghold. Oh, it's you. Oops.
Still people trapped inside the fortress. We need to get to them fast.
Kingdom's here already. Loot whatever you can.
Get a load of this guy here for the wrong job. Who made him an Imperial general anyway?
Alright, well, he's dead now. Great.
not a problem.
We'll have Shez come over here.
Leave this to me.
We'll now beat this grappler.
I run you down. I won't lose.
Where are you going? Alright, you're annoying. Very annoying. Alright, kindly die. Alright, you know what? The AI is probably actually better at fighting these grapplers than I am, so we'll do that.
This? Keep your eyes on me.
Alright, Gatekeeper is dead. Now let's go kill this grappler. At the very end. Where's Dimitri going? Alright, we need him to go
We will proceed as planned.
up here.
But this isn't even Kingdom territory.
Alright, we got a stronghold. There we go.
What do you think of this?
Alright, this kitchen has been seized.
I think this will go well.
Let's guard this guy for now. And we'll have Shez come this way, start attacking random archers to buy some time for him. Or actually, he might be better off helping with these guys here.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of it. I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Take a breather. My turn. I've awaited this moment. I refuse to hold back.
Alright, we'll defeat the stronghold captain here.
You won't stop. I'll hesitate.
Alright, let's get moving.
You can have your dirty money back. Find someone else for this job.
Shut up and do as you're told, Merc. Or I could always cut you to pieces if you can't follow.
Tantamount to death for these people should these strongholds fall. We must keep them secure.
Let's see, gosh.
We made it. Come on, we have to help the others.
I'm out of here if we're killing innocent people. Goes against the Merc code.
It's too late to have morals now. We're paying you to kill.
Alright, let's have
Hear you loud and clear. Hear you loud and clear.
Sylvain take this guy.
Back up to me. I'll
Felix.
do what I can.
Actually, who else needs guarding? Just this guy. Okay.
I'm here to help.
I'll give it 1,000.
We'll set a net there as well.
I'll back you up.
And everyone else should be good.
Down and do it.
Alright, citizens rescue.
I think that's all of them. No matter what happens from here on out, we have to keep them safe.
We saved as many as we possibly could. Now we need to see them safely evacuated to the strongholds outside the fortress.
Alright, we gotta help the civilians escape.
Not on my watch. You fools will get what you deserve.
Alright, citizens being attacked by assassins.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous.
Alright, we'll send Ash there,
They just keep
and I guess we'll wait here for the sniper.
Keep your prizes safe at the same time. Easy.
You gotta be kidding me. Let me out.
Alright, someone's being attacked by grapplers. Great, we'll keep Dimitri here, and we'll control Ignatz for a while. Alright, people being attacked by snipers, of course they are. We'll have Dedu,
It's time to move. We will
Dimitri take that, and then actually Sylvain can probably help out with the assassins. Ouch. Ouch.
must keep my guard up.
Alright, these grapplers are a little annoying. Citizens almost routed. Oh, yikes, you are pretty low on health, huh?
Do with any more of this.
Anyone else here?
Honesty. Let's see them off with a nice parting gift.
Balliste. Nice.
Ballisti are trouble. We should split up and take them down.
Alright, that citizen's escaping. Nice.
Not a problem.
Alright, he'll be fine now. We'll send Shez here.
I think this will go well.
We'll send Ignatz here.
See this through.
How's our commoner friend? Oh, doing actually kind of terrible. Alright, we'll help out here then. Alright, we're out of vulneraries. Not good. Let's persuade Balthus.
I'll do what I must. You saved me. Thanks a bunch.
Alright, that's one assassin down.
No, we have to save them.
Alright, they're escaping. Good. How's this citizen doing? Kinda low in health, not good. That's one sniper down. Where's the other one? Down here. Alright, you're dead.
You won't stop.
There we go.
Restoratives in order.
You're letting us get away. Feasting on the fear in their eyes yet.
Alright, that's the snipers out of the way.
Proceed as planned.
We'll send Dimitri here to do over here.
Time to move.
And yeah. I think that assassin's gonna get away, or that commoner's gonna get away. Alright, nice. Alright, let's go this way.
Let us crush their defenses.
Grant them no mercy.
Alright, Stronghold Captain. Alright, main mission success. Great.
People should be safe in the strongholds for now, but we must keep defending them to the very end.
Alright, that's one stronghold down.
They've all escaped. Guess it's time to finish this myself.
Oh, Medity's about to open the gates. We'll send Dimitri this way. And we'll control Shez. Get the Stronghold Captain out of the way.
The big bad's on the field now. Don't take your eyes off the strongholds, but this is our chance to take him down.
Nice. Alright, we'll leave Shez there for now. And we'll control Ash.
My turn.
I shall take the lead.
Here I go. No regrets.
Oh boy. Someone's there. That's trouble.
Not a problem.
We'll send Shez, or actually, where's Ignatz? Over here.
I think this will go well.
We'll send him to take care of that, and then we'll send Sylvain down to take care of the assassins. Alright, Medity, let's kill you. Shall we?
You let all the maggots get away, but I wasn't done torturing them. You'll just have to take their place. That traitor Merc still needs to be dealt with. Get him!
So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Don't think I'll just take this slime down.
We'll control Dimitri.
We should probably close the gates to the strongholds that are sheltering the evacuees.
We'll activate that strategy in a moment.
You won't
Alright, Medity's down.
If it's money you want, I'll split the loot.
Alright, Ironclad Defense.
We've created a safe path forward.
Alright, now let's take care of this stronghold here.
Do it now. Close the gates.
Alright, Medity is now dead, and the gates are closed. Great.
Now that the people are safe, press the enemy with no holds barred.
Hey, you from the kingdom? Could you give me a hand here?
Alright, that ought to take care of all of them. There we go.
Thanks for the rescue. What was I thinking? Taking a job where
I'm getting stronger.
being under those jerks.
Perhaps you'd like to join us instead, then. We can make it worth your while.
Sure, why not? You mind if I get a breather first, though? It's been a rough one.
Alright, we'll send Dimitri, here now.
We must strive to perform to the
Alright,
best
now
of
what's our next objective?
My turn.
Oh, we should probably, take out these guys. Huh. Yeah. Let's, take out these grapplers first. Okay, I am losing all my HP that I just, acquired. Or healed.
What do you think of this?
Alright, one grappler down.
There's one safe. We need to hurry and get the rest.
Alright, where are you going, sir? Stop running, please.
We'll strike at their weakest point.
Shoot, the assassins have breached contamination, or... Not contamination, containment, what am I saying? Ah, shoot, our gates have... Alright, we gotta keep, Ignat safe. Because he's on the verge of death. Alright, Shez, would you please hurry? Gosh, okay. Let's put Shez here.
Well, couldn't hurt. Not a problem.
And do that. There we go.
Okay, we're almost there. Keep it up, everyone.
Almost there indeed. How much health is this, Stronghold Captain's doing pretty well, actually. Okay.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see
Ignat
this
can
through.
take that stronghold. And we'll control Shez. Let's switch to Dimitri real quick.
I refuse to hold back.
Oh wait, this is the wrong guy.
You won't stop me. We will proceed as planned.
Oh, the stronghold's already taken. That's fine. Okie dokes then.
I'll do my best. Take a breather.
Oh, Ignat's actually... Oh, he's at full health. Okay. He's good. Alright, you are now dead.
Is that what passes for an Imperial General these days?
Ultimately, Metaday, you were no better than a stupid beast. We will withdraw.
Uh-oh. Oh, and the guys that attack our evacuation points are gonna be here shortly, so we'll send Dedu down here to defend.
I will be your shield.
We'll send Ash down here to defend.
I'll back them up.
Sylvain
Hear
can
you loud and clear.
defend.
Leave the backup to me.
I'll do what I can.
Alright, Felix can help us attack Myson, I suppose. Or he can guard as well. I guess that works.
I am Myson, liberator of humankind from the control of filthy vermin.
Alright, he's advancing on the evacuation
Behind
point.
all this, don't let him get away.
Alright, hopefully this time we can defeat Myson. The mysterious soldiers have appeared. Excellent, we're prepared.
We must keep the people safe. Whatever happens,
Alright, yeah. We'll take Dimitri.
We will proceed as planned.
I think everyone else is busy defending right now, right? Hopefully. Oh, Annette's not doing anything. We'll have her defend here.
I'll back you.
Protect our strongholds.
Let's, warp here.
While I may have turned a blind eye to the Empire's brutality, this wasn't what I signed up for. I'm out of here.
Uh-oh. Church Bishop is trying to escape. Let's send Shez here then. Actually, wait, hang on. Alright, let's abuse Shadow Slide one more time. Warp here. And we'll target these guys now. While we target Myson.
I've awaited this moment. Don't let them get away.
You are all descendants of the most inconsequential of beasts, and your deaths will fuel our grand ambition.
Don't let the stronghold fall. To your posts, everyone. Hold the position. None of them get through.
Alright, the guys have started attacking. Good.
I think this will go well.
Ignatz should probably take care of these snipers.
We have to protect them, no matter what.
Alright, mysterious soldiers are starting to strike. Great.
It's as good as ours.
Alright, where are you, Myson?
He's looking an awful lot like Cornelius creeps.
Let us never stop moving forward.
Don't tire yourself out, Twitter.
Not be held up by such foul vermin.
Alright, we'll do that.
You won't stop me.
You dead yet, Myson? Not yet, huh? Wow, you're persistent. There we go, main mission successful.
I suppose we cannot make any more gains here. No sense in sticking around. Unless...
Myson, was it?
Your efforts saved countless lives today. Hold your head high.
Alright, finally, stage complete. Ugh. That was a pain to deal with.
I found strength in adversity.
I'm not stopping now.
I'm glad to be of use.
No.
Balth is now playable. Lovely.
Where are you, Myson?
Ah! Why? Why do you wield the power of Epimenides?
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 Epimenides.
Tell me, where did you obtain it? Unless... his core...
His what? What are you even talking about? The power I got from Arval?
I'm not sensing his presence anymore. Myson has fled.
Yeah, and left us with nothing but questions. I didn't get a word of what he was saying.
Afraid the same goes for me. That was all quite perplexing indeed.
Either way, it's clear as day we're connected somehow.
Let's voice our concern.
Arval, this power of yours, it's more dangerous than you've been letting on.
You think? I have to say, you've handled it with some serious aplomb these past few years. If you ask me, I see no reason to start fearing it now. The strength I've given you has saved countless lives, and you know it. Don't you remember what Dmitri said? Power itself is neutral. The good or evil comes from the one who wields it. So I say you keep using it, both to protect your friends and to finally defeat the Ashen Demon. Got something on your mind? You seemed oh so distracted during your training today.
A bit, yeah. It's kinda hard to just move on after what Myson said to me. Speaking of, he mentioned my power coming from some guy named Epimenides. Part of me wonders if that's not somehow referring to you, Arval.
I can't say for sure. The whole no memories thing, remember?
Right. I guess neither of us really know the truth about ourselves.
And I don't care to. Not now, anyway. There's an order all this should be done in. Priorities that take hold. If you let yourself get distracted by every shiny new object that comes along, you'll never reach your goal.
Which is what, exactly? Wait, don't tell me.
The Ashen Demon. You must kill that beast. For your friends or something, I don't know.
Defeating the Ashen Demon. Everything starts from there.
Yep, exactly what I thought.
You can think for the rest of time if you want, but you'll never discover the truth with only the information you have now. Not to mention that ending that fiend is the best and only way to protect the new friends you adore so much.
Yeah, you're probably right.
His Majesty requests your presence. Lord Rodrigue has just arrived. They hope to discuss strategy.
Strategy, you
Got
say?
it. I'll be right over.
Such concludes the report I received from my son. The Western Church's assault does not appear to have meaningfully hampered the kingdom's progress.
Glad to hear it. We'd better make sure we can keep up.
It sounds like everyone's pulling their weight over there too. Ah, what a relief.
But Claude, what do you propose we actually do? Crossing the Great Bridge of Murden will only land us square in Burgley's territory, home to the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs himself.
I don't get how we can invade the Empire without losing a ton of people.
Simple. We don't really invade. All we have to do is make it look like we will. I told Dmitri the same thing. Remember, Garrick Mach is the actual prize here. If we get dragged into a mud fight deep in their territory, pulling out won't be an option. The most important thing is convincing them they need to keep a nice big flock of troops stationed to defend the Eastern Front.
And how do we do that?
How else? We use the many-headed snake.
The many-headed what now?
Ugh, gross. I don't like the sound of this.
Don't worry, that's just the name of the strategy. It's an old trick they used to pull east of Fodlan.
East of Fodwin, huh? Probably far, far east of Fodwin. Bet's an Almiran strategy.
Imagine our army's a many-headed snake, striking at a bunch of different targets all at once. Meaning not just the Great Bridge of Murden, but every other bridge that spans the Aramid too. The second the Empire starts trying to sever any one head in particular, we pull it back and redouble our efforts from the others.
So basically a Hydra.
A plan as arrogant and brazen as our leader himself, and yet an effective one to hear tell of it. At any rate, my opinion bears little weight in this chamber. I leave the decision to you.
We need to consider all our options here. If we really do reclaim Garreg Mach, Fodlan will undoubtedly change. And when it does, our army needs the strength to greet whatever horizon awaits.
Alright, that's chapter 10 done.
Azure Gleam. Reprisal. Having repelled the forces of the Western Church, the Kingdom and Alliance armies joined together to launch a large-scale coordinated attack on the Empire. Preparing to assault a key Imperial position, the Kingdom army uses northeastern Garreg territory as a bridgehead to press further south. Meanwhile, a reliable ally returns to their side.
It's good to see you safely back, Rodrigue. I understand matters have begun to settle down in the West.
They have. It took more than a few lengthy inquiries, but I believe we finally excised the foul seed of discord from our soil. And the changes at the top of houses Gideon, Mateus, and Elidor should ensure it never takes root again.
So they're keeping their territories then? I would have expected us to remove them completely after what they did.
Such is easier said than done. Our prior situation with House Kleiman took time as well.
Yes. Replacing the head of a territory always brings dissenters crawling out of the woodwork to oppose it. Be they nobles or commoners.
At least now we won't have to worry about our land descending into chaos behind us. We can't just keep repeating the same mistakes. I must say, though, I'm surprised this all went as smoothly as it did.
I did used to be the eminent Duke Fraldarius, remember? I have just a bit of experience with these things.
In any case, we must turn our gaze eastward. How's the Alliance holding up?
According to Gustav's report, Claude is holding out for the perfect opportunity to advance his army. Naturally, they don't favor their chances in a head-on clash with the famed Count Burgleys. So, for the time being, they intend to feign a deadlock and slowly dwindle away the enemy forces.
It seems the decision to reclaim the monastery was a shrewd one, then. It's our best path forward.
I know we're slated to advance on Hevring territory, but shouldn't we hold off till the Alliance can come help us too?
No. On the contrary. If we can show our individual might warrants attention, the Empire will have no choice but to dispatch more troops west, which should, in turn, ease the burden on the Alliance and their army. Claude and I agreed to as much.
The real question is whether we can even trust him. It's impossible to tell if you ask me.
If anything, he might be trying to wear us down. Soften us up so he can beat the stuffing out of us later.
I doubt he would do something like that. At least, not in the midst of pursuing the same goal. But you're right. Claude's tricky to pin down. You can never really tell what he's plotting.
I don't believe we can be too cautious here. We should consider every possible angle.
Agreed. But if the Alliance does try anything, Gustav and the Knights of Seros should be more than enough to thwart their plans. For now, though, we march on. Ready your units.
So, we finally take aim at the Empire in earnest.
Yes. We must finish this swiftly, for the sake of all those caught in the middle.
If you don't mind me asking, Your Majesty, do you have it within you to topple the Emperor? I speak not of military prowess, nor the strength of our army. No. I speak of your emotions.
He's got a point. I mean, she's your stepsister. Anyone would hesitate to cut down their own family.
She is an old friend as well. Though I doubt she has any recollection of it now. Rodrigue, do you truly think my hand will waver? I, who cleaved my own uncle's head from his shoulders? Now, Seeing as the Empire was involved in the tragedy of Dusker, there is still much I must ask of her. In a way, she and I are no different. Starting wars of our own volition, sending countless innocent lives to the feet of the goddess. However noble one's reasoning may be, a deed like that cannot go unpunished. And if she refuses to yield, then as a king, and one seeking revenge at that, I will take her life.
I'm pleased to hear it. Oh, that reminds me. I meant to give you this earlier.
A letter?
One from Lady Patricia. I uncovered it during our inquiry of Viscount Elidor.
From my stepmother.
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, but I have already examined its contents. The letter contains no new information of note. That said, I expect you'll find the subject matter quite disturbing indeed, Your Majesty.
I see. I will read it later then.
Oh, Dimitri. Have you read that letter from your stepmom yet?
Yes, I have. It was a missive requesting the then Viscount Elidor's cooperation in her conspiracy against my father. She claimed he would have much to gain from the king's elimination, all while shrewdly expressing sympathy with his objections to the reforms. I had it investigated for signs of forgery as a precaution, but such a search returned nothing. The letter is authentic.
Meaning your stepmom was a willing participant in the tragedy of Dusker. She sent so many to die, and would have done the same to her own stepson if all had gone according to plan.
All out of the desire to see her daughter again. Or so Cornelius said. The wretch's words deserve little weight, but I believe she spoke true. In every memory I hold of my stepmother, she was always looking past me, as if the one she truly cared for was somewhere else entirely.
Let's get upset. Yeah, that's kind of unfair.
That's horrible. I never knew my real mom, but the woman who adopted me loved me with all her heart. That's how it should be.
It was horrible, yes, but what of it? There is no guarantee a parent will come to love their child. Still, being faced with such plain evidence of her crimes is a difficult thing to come to terms with. I had once thought her among those I would avenge. Yet now she lies squarely in the path of my fury.
Pretty heavy stuff, yeah.
I can tell you're troubled as well.
You can see straight through me, huh? Guess that's what 3 years together will do. It's Myson, that dark mage from before. He was familiar with my powers somehow. And yeah, I know you said you trust me, but I'm not so sure I even trust myself anymore. I just can't stand not knowing the truth. Who am I really?
No matter what answer awaits, I will continue to place my trust in you. That hasn't changed.
But what if I transform and attack you?
I would do whatever I must to restrain you, naturally. Failing that, I'd...
Kill me?
Forgive me. It helps no one to utter such words.
It's fine. If nothing else, the threat of death is good motivation for me to get this power under control.
Have you lost your mind? It almost sounds like you'd be okay with him killing you.
I don't want to die, of course, but if it was between that and killing a friend, I know which one I'd pick.
What about this?
Alright, let's see here. Workshop, furnishing...
What about this?
What do you think of this?
What about this?
I like Sylvain's suggestion, honestly.
Leave it to me then.
Now then.
Rodrigue has rejoined us. Lovely. Alrighty, let's start talking to people.
In fact... Well?
Well...
Oh boy. Wait, we're fighting all the wards at the Western Front. Gareth, Ox, Gillinger. Oh, yikes.
What do you think?
Yep.
That reminds me.
Right.
Oh, wait. Hanneman House Esser. Oh, that's right. Hanneman was part of a noble house. Ah, we're gonna have to fight Hanneman then, huh?
Please.
Alright, let's get some cooking
Hunger
done.
is the true enemy.
Hunger is a true enemy. Alright, let's go do this with Dew and Rodrigue.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
You made this. Impressive.
Ah, this is one of my favorites. How did you know?
Uh-oh, Sylvain is talking to Flame in the distance. Don't think Sedith is gonna be very happy about that.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Alright, let's see. Catherine, hello.
Come to think of it,
Oh, the Kingdom and Central Church are carrying out a joint inquiry into the Western Church. Oh, yeah. They're in for some trouble, huh? Ray is gonna be overseeing the inquiry as well, huh? Let's talk to Dimitri first.
It's you.
I mean, I don't think Edelgard is herself right now, given what we saw in that scene with her, Tallis, and Ire. But I bet, like, I bet if she was in her right mind, she's frustrated. I wonder if she can, like, still sense things. Like, she's obviously brainwashed, but I wonder if she can, like, you know, feel things on the inside.
Let's see.
No.
Ah, true. Dimitri still thinks that she's in control.
Now then.
Alright, let's actually,
Now then.
invite on expedition.
I'm sure to do what...
Let's go to the forest.
Of course. I'd be delighted. The visibility here is quite low.
Oh, he talked about assassins, right? We'll say since we don't sense anyone around. That's, what gave us a favorable response last time.
So it would seem, but you never know where an assassin may lurk. Keep your wits about you.
Indeed. Let's see, let's
I have
talk.
seen much death, often dealt by my own hand. The idea that one can die with dignity is sadly nothing more than a myth.
I guess agree?
Greetings.
Greetings? Okay.
I'd like to show you around Ferdiad, if the opportunity arises. I could introduce you to my old friends.
Looking forward to it, I guess.
Now then.
There we go, a favorable response. Let's talk.
Consider the terrain we're in. How would you assault a position such as this?
A forest, huh? I guess depends on the situation. Sounds like a terrible answer, but I guess it's better than saying I can't think of anything.
I see. Thank you. I had a good time today.
Alrighty, let's see here. Who else to talk to? We've got a document here. Death of King Klaus. Ooh, wait. This is chapter 9. I feel like I missed a chapter somewhere. With King Klaus on his deathbed, stricken with fever, Prince Kraufer's troubles were just beginning. So sudden was his great father's illness that the king had yet to decide which of his sons would succeed him. Kraufer's eldest brother Banfig was a talented warrior and military strategist, but was also a gentle soul with no desire for war or power. Leadership would not suit him. His older brother Kite... had his father's wisdom, and was able to remain cool and calculating no matter the situation. But however, that was precisely why the knights regarded him as too cold-hearted. Unlike his brothers, Kraufer lacked a crest and thus the strength befitting a member of the royal family, so he had never seriously considered challenging either of his brothers for the throne. However, the thought of one of his brothers dying in a struggle for succession was almost more than he could bear. One day, Klaus's sister Morianne found a note supposedly written by her brother. Sounds like Marianne. It said simply, "He who is most beloved by the people shall have the throne," in what was unmistakably Klaus's handwriting. This brief note would become the impetus for a tragic and bloody war of succession. When the fighting was done, the knights split into 3 factions, each supporting a different prince. The Knights of Fargus sided with Banfig, Mock with Kraufer, and Lester with Kite. They agreed to divide the kingdom itself into 3 as well. She despaired that her scheme has failed. Her plan to install her preferred Prince Kite as king was disrupted as someone so banal as Kraufer. Now, after innumerable casualties, the 3 brothers were putting down their weapons. This appears to be a novel retelling part of Fargus's history. Huh.
I was thinking.
Gerald's mercenaries, huh? Still with the Imperial Army under General Randolph's employ.
Don't push yourself too hard. Greetings.
Ooh, Imperial Army was on one side of the conflict. Guess who they were up against? Before the tragedy of Dusker. Wild guess.
See.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, the wild guess isn't either of them. It can't be the Kingdom, they weren't at war. It can't be the Western Church, I don't think that would happen. Yeah, judging by Ignaz's tone, it has to be someone unexpected, like an enemy invasion from overseas, like Bridget or Dagda. I think it was Dagda and Bridget, actually, both of them.
Amazing! Actually.
Hey, I was right. I know my Fodwin history. Yep, the allied forces of Dagda and Bridget invaded southwest Fodwin from across the sea. We're actually, whoa, we're headed to the exact location of that battle. Wow. Incredible.
Have you need of me?
Even now, there are still nobles within Adrestia who care for its welfare, such as Baron Ox and Duke Gareth. And then, of course, there are men like Count Burgleys and Count Hevering. I have no objection to fighting them, but I do feel some slight hesitation. If only there was a way we could get them to work together with us to defeat Duke Eyre's forces. But no, that's impossible. Alright, let's head out.
What could it be? The story goes...
The situation being what it is, my father hasn't presented me with many marriage proposals lately. However, that also means House Galatea's finances won't be improving anytime soon. I have no idea what I should do after the war is over. No, I can't think about this right now. I need to focus on the battle before us. I heard we're gonna go start attacking the Empire a bunch. Have you lost your minds? How can this be happening? I don't want to die. Let's appeal to our emotions.
Hey!
Oh, okay, I didn't expect you to go that angle, Shez. Okay. So what, you want to tell all the kingdom people who suffered to just pack up and go home?
Wait, what?
Of course not. But maybe they could anyway? This belief that we need to fight violence with violence means I can't go and hide.
What do you want?
Whoa, quit staring in a hole through me, would ya? All I'm doing is delivering some packages for my lady. More specifically, I serve Lady Hilda of House Goneril. Oh. This one's got tea leaves for Lord Warrens, and this one contains sweets for Lady Marianne. Then there's this dusty old book for Sir Ignaz. Oh, and some meat for Sir Raphael. Go ahead and check them out if you don't believe me. I swear to the goddess, I ain't doing nothing shady. That's actually nice of Hilda to provide gifts for her friends. Ah, and Yuri and Balthus are back together, huh?
Seriously?
So, Balthus, what were you doing cozying up to the Empire? Did they pay you that well?
Right.
Pretty much. Till a few months ago, I was practically living in the lap of luxury. You picked a bad time to defect then. I suppose you like taking orders from a sniveling lowlife.
I don't know.
You're really gonna go there, huh? Oh, I guess you know all about taking orders from lowlifes. I heard you were fighting alongside those chumps from House Row and Aryan Road.
Damn.
As if I went back there by choice. A stable's manure pit would be 1,000 times more preferable. Ha ha ha! You still got a mouth on you, that's for sure. But you know, it's oddly comforting. Heh, right back at you. I'm relieved you're still the same old meathead. Bandits attacked my caravan not too far from here. I was the sole survivor. I had no idea what to do or where to go, but the Knights of Ceres came to my rescue. All this time I thought the central church was a steaming pile of garbage, but I guess I was wildly mistaken.
I'm thinking. The thing is...
6 months ago, I wanted to protect everyone from the Imperial invasion. But now that we're the ones invading, I can't help but feel kinda guilty about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I didn't feel the same way. I just try not to think about it. I don't know how you can just push it from your mind like that. It's amazing.
Let's give it our all.
I can't get every little thing to get to me. I'm going to do my best to follow your example. Oh, we didn't talk to someone down here? Gatekeeper, my friend.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report.
Nothing to report. The Imperial territories are in complete chaos. My family lives in Edbar and I'm just worried sick about them. Oh boy. I'm sorry for your family, Gatekeeper.
Hold on.
Us mercenaries can't always choose who we fight. But if I have to kill someone, I'd rather they be bad guys, like the Empire. How about you? I guess agree? Yeah, I'll take them over fighting the good guys any day, no question.
Alright.
Let's put as many of them in the ground as we can and restore peace to the world. A whole bunch of people have been defecting from the Empire lately. I did the same. I worked for the Empire at the beginning of the war, betting that they would win.
Yep, that's all.
But now my money's on the kingdom. I'm riding this prize horse to victory. Hey, look at that. That archer is playing with the cat. That's nice. You good, Happy? Hmm?
Hey!
You doing alright?
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Just trying to hold back a sigh. Staying quiet is just less effort overall. Unless you wanted to chat about something? If that's the case, you can talk as long as you want. Maybe that'd be better, honestly. Let's do that.
Oh, hey, Happy. You sure like the outdoors, huh?
I guess you could say that. Probably because I grew up in a forest. Or maybe it's because I was forced to live in Abyss all that time.
Oh, that's right. You were at Garreg Mach too. I wasn't there for very long, but I never would have guessed there was a whole town hiding just below my feet.
Well, it was. I should know. What about you, though? What did you do before hopping into the mercenary business?
Before that? Oh, well, I lived with my mom in a village deep in the mountains. Feels like forever ago now. Oh, I call her my mom, but we weren't actually related. She was more like a foster parent.
So what was she like? I don't suppose she was interested in magical research, was she?
I don't know about research, but yeah, she knew how to use magic.
Interesting. How did you two end up living together?
I don't really know the details. I can't remember anything from before I was with her. Apparently I was a foundling.
What? Foundling?
Sadly, finding a starving, abandoned child isn't that uncommon. But for her to take me in and raise me as her own, I think my mom was someone special.
Yeah, I guess. She was probably a good person.
What's on your mind, Happy? You sound a little... what's it? You sound a little apprehensive.
Something on your mind, Happy?
I was just wondering why someone who could use magic was living in a remote mountain village.
Ah. Well, I was thinking Happy might be worried that Cornelia raised Shez or something. Heh.
You know, someone told me one time that she wasn't actually from there. But when I asked her about it, she just gave me this sad smile.
Very interesting.
Seriously, Happy, what's going on? Does it have something to do with my mom?
No, it's nothing. Sorry to bring it up. I was just letting my imagination get the better of me. Sorry if I upset you. Really.
It's alright.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it. No big deal. Besides, I'm sure you had your reasons, right? If you ever feel like talking about it, I'm always here.
Thanks. Just some old demons of mine.
Happens to the best of us. Don't sweat it. You want to head back and get something to eat?
Sure. Oh, and we can pick some berries on the way. I think I saw some a little bit ago.
What kind? After all my time in the mountains, I'm something of a berry expert myself.
Alright, that was a nice beast court. That mage has switched positions, huh? He's over here now. Alright, let's get moving, talking to some more people. Someone's here in the chapel. Hello, Marianne. My adopted father sent a missive apprising me of the Alliance's progress. They have already crossed the Aramid River and invaded Empire territory, though the Imperial Army has been slow to respond. Something is clearly amiss in their ranks. I'm concerned about Edelgard. How did things get to such an awful point? Where in the world is 80? They say she's injured and that Duke Ire is leading the Empire in her stead. But what if 80 is already... No, I don't even want to think about it.
What's up? You've got a spring in your step today.
Things have really calmed down the kingdom. It's nice having not to look over our shoulders all the time. I'm relieved His Majesty was able to work things out and that the church is keeping order now. I appreciate what they're doing, but I have to admit, it's also kind of scary. What do you mean?
Nuh-uh.
What? No, that's not it. All I'm saying is that we're trusting them with a lot. That is true.
How can I help you?
It's so nice and quiet here. Such a far cry from Ferdiad. It's the Guardian Moon, and yet there's nary a speck of snow. No one will be freezing to death, will they? Up north, snow on the ground stays until the end of the year, although sometimes it's still falling during the Great Tree Moon. They say the grass is always greener, and it turns out I'm a little green with envy myself. Wait, what camp are we in? I don't know, I gotta go check after we talk to everyone.
Oh, that's right.
Did you know that there's a truly exquisite opera house in the imperial capital of Envar? I went there with my mother and brother a long time ago. Every part of it was beautiful, from the performance to the architecture of the building. I completely lost myself in the opera, and all the pain and sadness I felt just drifted away. I would love to go back and see the opera again. Maybe I should go talk to Dorothea about it. Wait a minute. Well, this is when they were with House Bartels, right? Oh, that's probably not a good time for her or, Iritza. It appears that some generals in the Kingdom Army do not trust the Alliance. What about you? Do you have confidence in us as your allies in battle? Maybe?
Right on.
I guess, yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay, Shez's explanation makes more sense. Yeah, I trust you. Claude's a different story, though. Huh, you were very right to be wary of him. I cannot help but feel sorry for you, despite being our ally. That being said, we have not received any duplicitous orders from our backguard leader. Of that I give you my word. I walked until I thought my feet were gonna fall off, but this land just stretches on forever. But get this, I heard that if you keep going a little farther west, you'll see a gigantic ocean.
Whoa, amazing!
I thought the ocean was only to the north and south. You learn something new every day. Did they not teach geography at the Officers' Academy?
The truth of it is,
How many years has it been since I lost my parents to the epidemic? My siblings and I had no place to call home, nor any food to eat after that. We were all wasting away. There was no one to turn to, and we barely had any money. So, I did some things I'm not proud of in order to survive. In that town we passed through a little bit ago, I saw so many kids in the same situation. It made me think about how we have to end this war as quickly as possible. Oh wait, a support
The truth
convo.
of it is,
Hey, what's wrong? Something on your mind?
Kinda, yeah. Remember before when we were talking about my mom? The more I think about it, the more I'm realizing she really was a strange person.
What do you mean?
Exactly that. Everything about her was kinda just a mystery. I've spent hours trying to puzzle out how she might have ended up in that remote village, but I keep coming up empty. I mean, someone that smart is rare even in the biggest cities, right? She practically knew everything. Even using magic was a breeze for her.
She may not have talked much about her past, but can you think of anything she mentioned that could give you a clue? Maybe something about the people she knew, or unique things she owned.
If she did, it's not coming to me. She's been gone so long now. So, yeah, nothing really springs to mind. I don't even have any mementos to remember her by.
Then we'll just have to investigate. I'll help.
Investigate? As in, my mom? Where'd that come from?
Well, both of my parents died in an epidemic when me and my siblings were still very young. I still have some hazy memories of them. Food they used to make, that kind of stuff. But that's really all I have left. And since they were commoners, there's almost no record of them. All my searches came up empty. I know how much that hurts, so it's not hard for me to sympathize with what you're going through.
Huh.
Really, it's just so I can get my own closure. We don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Now let's agree to do it.
Alright, I'm in. I'd love to learn some more about my mom. Okay then, how are we doing this thing?
The most sensible place to start would be talking to people who knew her.
I doubt anyone in the village really remembers her though. We weren't exactly the most social family.
Still, someone must have known her. It's impossible to stay completely unnoticed in those small mountain towns. It's entirely feasible one of the villagers can tell us something. Or, what about the village chief?
If anyone's gonna remember her, it's him. But for all I know, he could be dead by now too.
Then we'll just have to send a letter and find out. And if we never get a response because no one there can read, well, in that case, we can go ourselves.
Guess it's worth a shot. I feel kinda bad sending a messenger out that far, but we might as well see what happens.
Great. Now come on, let's get started on that letter.
Alright, let's move on. Ooh, an Imperial soldier.
Hey!
Look, I don't mind fighting the Empire, but we have to let General Randolph live. He turned a blind eye when I escaped from the Imperial camp. No one wants to be part of the raids they're doing, not even him. Please, you gotta believe me. Ooh, yikes, people are defecting, huh? From all the brutality and stuff.
You there? I wish to speak with you.
I received word that a suspicious character named Myson was among those colluding with the Western Church. This person reportedly wields a power similarly to your own. Do you have any idea who they are? I don't know. Not a clue, but I wouldn't remember even if there was some connection. My apologies. I did not intend to upset you. The Archbishop is concerned about this individual as well.
That is all.
Please understand that I was compelled to ask because of my position. However, I do trust you. Thank you, Sedek. Alright, let's see, who else to talk to? Ooh, Felix. My father has finally returned. He may have relinquished his position as Duke, but he's still running himself ragged. Not that I have any room to talk, since I'm always away fighting on the front lines. I really should go back home and see how my family is doing once in a while. Oh, we have a support with him.
What's wrong? Your footwork is even sloppier than usual.
You noticed that, huh? It's nothing. There's just been a lot on my mind lately is all. And I was kinda lost in thought when you lunged at me, so I couldn't really react too well.
Training isn't the time for idle contemplation. You're worthless as a sparring partner if you let your mind wander. Not to mention that you do the same thing in actual battles. Getting distracted when you're training is one thing. Do it out there, and the enemy will cut you down without hesitation. We've been through this before. If there's something on your mind, just come out with it already.
Let's tell him.
I was just thinking you have a pretty good read on me now, too.
It was obvious something was wrong from the way you were fighting. And this is just payback for last time, so no complaining.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not.
If you say so. There's still something I don't understand, though. Where did you learn to fight like that? You clearly don't move like a knight, but I've never seen a mercenary use those techniques either.
I guess you could say I taught myself. I didn't really have one teacher who showed me everything. If anything, I just kind of picked stuff up as I moved from one band of mercs to the next.
That explains it. I was wondering why your style was so hard to read. Both knights and mercenaries use a standard set of battle-tested tactics. A book they all play by. But you're not bound to any single convention. I suppose that's what I found strange.
Probably doesn't help that I don't have to draw my sword like everyone else. When I think about it like that, it might have been for the best that I taught myself instead of subscribing to a particular school of thought.
A unique style all your own. Fascinating. Teach me.
I'd be glad to, but I'm the only one who can use my sword. It won't be easy to replicate.
That's for me to decide. If nothing else, I can adapt your moves for my own purposes. The more styles I know, the better.
Let's agree to teach him.
If you say so. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'll do what I can. Oh, and you can teach me in exchange. The more styles, the better, right? You fight sorta like a knight, but also sorta not. I mean that in a good way, of course. I'm not sure how to put it. It's almost like you react to the situation as it plays out. So, yeah, if we can combine our two styles somehow, I bet we'll both end up stronger for it.
Maybe so.
Support level B. Okay, let's move on. Any other NPCs we haven't talked to yet? Oh, maybe Arval. Have we talked to Arval? The Empire lies in shambles. We won't be even able to rest in a nearby town at this rate. It may not be readily apparent within the camp, but many people have lost their homes, and more continue to do so each day. I can sympathize with the loneliness that comes from losing one's place in the world. Someone's over here. I am not knowing what has become of them, but I am thinking Bridget will no longer be having a relationship with the Empire in my lifetime. Ask about the Empire winning. Even if the Empire wins? Wait, what? Oh, that's what, we were referring to. Okay.
I have this pleasure.
Yes. When they are burning their villages and hurting and stealing from their own people, they are not worthy of trusting. Fair point. There's an NPC down here.
Good day to you.
Long ago, a part of this area belonged to House Nouvelle. They produced a number of distinguished mages, and were even favored by the Emperor. Word has it that they were utterly obliterated in the wake of the Dagda and Brigid War. I suppose no matter how prosperous a house is, they all fall to ruin eventually. Man, look at these guys doing push-ups. Oh, and that guy's doing it in full armor too, dang. Wow, that must be pretty tough. Push-ups in full armor. Wow, that must be heavy. Alright, anyways, let's get some training in.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Rodrigue, have you mastered your class? Alright, let's keep training.
For His Majesty.
One more. Nice. Has Rodrigue mastered his sting? He did, okay.
Time to work you into
Let's acquire some new classes then. Rodrigue can now become a warrior.
I welcome this change.
Who else? Ingrid can now become a Falcon Knight. Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
Will this help me grow stronger?
Oh, I just realized Ingrid hasn't fought in the last few battles, huh? Yeah, let's, level her up. We probably want to do that. Annette can level up 2 to a Grimoire. Let's do that.
Sure.
So can Mercedes.
Do you think it's a fit?
And Sylvain can become either a Holy Knight or a Dark Knight. I kind of want him to be a Dark Knight, though.
Different road, same destination.
And what about you, Didu? Wyvern Lord.
My duty remains unchanged.
And Dimitri and Shez are good. What about you, Catherine? Swordmaster, that's fine. Shamir, that's good. Sedith can become a Wyvern. A Wyvern Rider. But I kind of want him as a Lance unit. Yeah. Happy... Grimoire. Okay.
Changing up my style.
Balthus, what are we now? Brawler... Oh, he's a War Master. Or he can be a War Master, and he's already unlocked it. Nice. Okay, we'll keep him like that, then. Yuri's an Assassin. Good. And everyone else should be okay. Let's actually upgrade Ignatz to a Bow Knight.
I should make the most of this.
Alright, we'll do that. And everyone else should be good. Okay.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
With proper training, we'll be unstoppable. Let's talk to the last few people inside the building, the strategy building. or the command center as they call it.
Trouble. In truth.
His Majesty's mother passed away shortly after he was born, which meant that he had to grow up without a mother's love. That is why he adored Lady Patricia as though she was her real mother. Perhaps I should have never shown him that letter. Don't worry about it, yeah. You don't have to worry about Dimitri. He's more mature than you think. Besides, the letter would have found its way to him eventually if you hadn't given it to him.
Yes, I see.
A valid point. Perhaps you are right. I ask that you continue to support His Majesty as a trusted friend. Oh, we have a support convoy with him. Oh, he has a new convoy too. The time is ripe for us to seize the Empire's lands. The enemy will undoubtedly risk life and limb to resist, just as we did 6 months ago. We mustn't forget that we are the invaders this time, trampling through others' lands.
Hey, Rodrigue, you got a sec?
What's the matter? You look troubled.
Well, we ended up spending most of this winter out on the battlefield. So, I was thinking, if we put an end to the war before next winter rolls around, maybe we could all go back north and...
And? Speak plainly.
I want to have a snowball fight. Dimitri said that's how all the kids in Fargus played during the winter. I figure it'd be good to try at least once, now that I'm living here in the kingdom.
Ha ha ha! Yes, a fine idea. The sport's rather profound, if I do say so myself. Dividing into factions and formulating strategies makes it just as much a battle of minds as it does one of hurled snow.
Hold on, strategy? This sounds kinda intense for a kid's game.
It is. When we were still in the throes of our youth, Lambert, Matthias, and I faced off in such a contest. With our squires in tow, we traveled to the northern mountains to do battle.
Hey, that sounds like fun. So, what happened?
I was the first to fall. I hid in the shadows, biding my time and observing the enemy's movements until the moment was right to strike. And yet, such an opportunity never came. While his subordinates fought freely in the open, His Majesty launched a surprise attack on my position. Unfortunately, my men and I were unable to land even a single blow on him. Our defeat was a matter of course.
Now I know where Dimitri gets his tendency to rush into battle alone. Like father, like son, huh?
Indeed. Still, it's difficult to feel wronged when you've been defeated in such a swift and skillful manner. My downfall left only Lambert and the Margrave, a man notorious for his rotten character even as a child. His strategy was not to attack outright, but to prepare an ambush for His Majesty in one of the more densely wooded groves.
Seriously? All that for just a snowball fight? No wonder Sylvain is so cunning. Anyway, what happened next?
We were all familiar with Matthias's ignoble tactics, so His Majesty was careful to avoid the cowardly ambush which had been laid for him. At last, just as the opposing generals were staring each other down, Gunnar, the current Count Galatea and Noble, many years our senior, emerged from the wood to put a stop to it. In the end, our final showdown that day was between his hands and the scruffs of our necks, all while our ears rang with his dire warnings about the mountains.
That sounds like Ingrid's dad, all right. Guess that means nobody won, huh?
Yes, the story dates back several decades, but I still remember it as if we were trudging through the snow only yesterday. Say, if you do end up mustering an army for one of these snowball battles, I would be honored to observe, should you have me.
You're welcome. Actually, no. Why don't you join in? You should join in.
Why don't you join us? As one of the combatants, I mean. I'm sure Dimitri and the Margrave won't mind. You won't be facing the same opponents, but maybe then you'll finally settle the score. For old time's sake.
A sound point. Very well. I'd be thrilled to partake when the time comes. You know, of late I've been dreading the coming winter, but now I feel I may actually look forward to it.
All that for a snowball fight, huh? Who knew snowball fights were taken so seriously in Fargus?
That reminds me.
I'm actually a minor ward from House Gillinger, so I could be considered imperial nobility. My uncle is the head of the family now. He's a man who lives and breathes violence. I got sick of his guff and took off. I don't even consider him family anymore. He's been kicking up a fuss in the West, but it's high time we put him in his place. I see. Alright, what should we do now? I guess we can always do some chores.
Care to make yourself useful?
Felix, and who else? Maybe Balthus?
Counting on you both.
Let's go.
We'll figure something out if we work together.
Alright, great.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Careful horses, Rodrigue, Ingrid.
Counting on you both.
Indeed. Let's give it our best.
Let's do this together. We all must do our fair share.
Alright, what now? We have one more point. Who can we talk to? Let's actually see, hang on. Are there any other supports? Oh, a lot. Okay. Guess we can view some supports for now, I guess.
He's making a run for it, Felix. Don't let him get away.
Not a chance. He's mine!
Nice work out there. It's a real confidence boost knowing you have my back.
I could say the same for you. Now that I know your style better, I have less trouble predicting your movements.
Glad to hear it. Guess you must have a pretty good read on me by now, huh?
On your sword, perhaps?
There you go again. You know, I've gotten a good grasp on the way you think. It's like you decide on a role for yourself, then do whatever you can to see it through. Of course, the role changes depending on the situation and who's fighting beside you. Sometimes you attack, sometimes you defend. It's incredible just how versatile you are.
No need for compliments. That's simply how I was taught to be.
Really? By who?
Rodrigue, probably.
My father. He may prefer a spear or magic, but he's more than capable with a sword in his hands too.
That's what I thought.
Right. Makes sense it'd be Rodrigue. His weapon of choice might be different, but he adapts himself to the flow of battle just as well as you do. Probably better, actually.
The style didn't start with him, though. It's something the leaders of our house have passed down throughout the ages. House Fraldarius has been the king's lance and shield for generations. Ever since the time of Kaifin, sworn friend of the great King Lug. At times, we've been sent to defeat the crown's enemies. At others, we've held back to defend the throne. I admit the style has its uses, idiotic history of blind faith aside.
Huh. So that's why you fight the way you do. You're indispensable, Felix. Not just to Dimitri, but to everyone else too.
I suppose if I'm a lance and shield, you would be like some kind of projectile, an arrow or a stone.
Act confused. I want you to explain more, Felix.
Wait, is that supposed to be a compliment? What's that even mean?
Do you need me to draw you a picture? You're always coming out of nowhere and throwing the enemy off guard. Between that sword of yours and the way you can shapeshift, nobody ever knows what you'll do next. Some might say your powers are dangerous, but I think they provide the perfect element of surprise.
Huh. Glad to hear you say so.
There's one fault I can't get past, though. You can never stay focused during battle. It's almost like you're talking to someone while you fight. Someone in your head that... Hey, what's with the smile?
That's probably because he is talking to someone in his head.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm just really happy we've gotten to know each other so well. Only a true friend would be that open with their criticism. Thanks, Felix.
Say what you will. That's the last piece of advice I'm ever giving you.
Uh-huh. Yep, sure.
He wasn't really mad, was he?
It's so hard to tell sometimes.
Surprised we already hit A rank with Felix just after our B support.
Hey, Dimitri. Aren't you supposed to be on break today? What's got you down?
It's nothing. I suppose I'm just finding it difficult to relax. It is vexing to no end to lay around doing nothing, while everyone else busies themselves with vital work.
Nobody's forcing you to take vacations or anything. We just want you to have a little break every now and again. Why are you so desperate to work, anyway?
Because it is my duty. No. It is the only way I know how to live. As part of the royal bloodline, my life has never for a moment belonged to me. Not even at the instant of my birth. And as a survivor of that horrible tragedy, there are certain responsibilities only I can shoulder.
I would sympathize with him.
I get where you're coming from, I think. I felt the same way after my company got wiped out. Still, nothing's gonna go the way you want if you can't bring yourself to trust people who just want to help. And don't even try to tell me you'd be happy with that.
All I want is to ease the pain, both for those who perished that day and for those who yet live. I'm fully aware that I will need to make sacrifices if I ever hope to accomplish that goal. But I will not drag others into my own personal crusade. I won't let anyone else suffer.
Hang on, everyone.
So, you see, it's better for me to carry the burden myself. And better for everyone else as well.
Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue viewing the support.
You say you don't want to see people suffer, but what about you, Dimitri? What about your pain? You don't have a hope in the world of caring for other people if you can't care for yourself first.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. And in truth, I don't know how to alleviate my own pain. I've never given the matter any thought. What would happiness even look like for me?
How can you not know something like that? Just think about it. What kind of things make you smile? Maybe when you finally conquer a tough rival, or hold a banquet after surviving a dangerous battle.
I don't believe I bear the right to such happiness, but if that time were to come, it would be upon my death, having devoted my life to forming a peaceful kingdom full of joyful citizens.
Seriously? You can be downright dismal sometimes, you know that?
I mean, I can see where he's coming from.
Why is death the first thing that comes to mind when you think about being happy?
Dismal? Yes, perhaps you're right. But I find it difficult to consider anything else that may cause me joy.
Come on, nothing? What about ending this war quick and celebrating with all your friends? I'm sure Dedu and the others would whip up the grandest feast you've ever laid eyes on.
No, such revelry would be wasted on me. But I suppose seeing the smiles on everyone's faces would be enough.
Thanks for thinking of us, oh great king. But fine, if you want to carry your own burdens for the rest of your life, so be it. We'll just have to take extra good care of you, though, since you clearly won't do it yourself. For starters, you're gonna take a break, and by the goddess, you're gonna like it. Come on, Dimitri. We're gonna get you away from camp for a bit.
No words can express my gratitude.
Alright, support level A. There we go.
Did you, sir? We'd like to hear your opinion on the matter we discussed earlier.
Regarding Count Karen, as I discussed with Gustav...
Looks like things are finally changing, Dedu. They've really started warming up to you, huh?
They have. That soldier I was speaking to lost his mother in Dusker. She was a knight of the kingdom. Naturally, his feelings toward me were complicated. We argued many times.
You? Arguing? Can't imagine what that looks like.
I thought it better than just letting him hurl abuse at me. Such a reaction was surprising for me as well. But now we have fought together, worried together, faced death together. I have shown him what I'm capable of, and he has come to trust me in turn.
Nice. Sounds like you really earned his respect then. Congrats, Dedu.
Strange. Why are you so happy for me?
Let's explain why.
Because we're friends, and friends are happy for each other when good stuff happens to them.
Are they?
Anyway, now you've just got to keep it going and get even more people to trust you. Same goes for me. And Dimitri while we're at it.
You're right.
In the meantime, I'm gonna keep winning battles until I prove myself to you once and for all. So make sure you keep an eye on me out there, Dedu, because I'm gonna be the most valuable fighter we've got. What? What's so funny?
Nothing. I look forward to your performance, but you already have my trust. No matter your origin or identity.
Really? You never know when I might betray you and turn my sword on Dimitri, though. Not to mention this weird power I have. Can you seriously say you trust me with that in mind?
Your power is concerning, but it does not define you. I'm sure you would not so easily betray His Majesty or myself, but know that if you do, I will cut you down without hesitation. That's who I am. You must understand by now.
Weird way to tell me you trust me, but it's got to do written all over it. I'm honored.
Dedu and Shez have reached A level. Nice. Who else can support? Oh, we have a conversation with Ignatz. Okay.
Oh, hey, Ignatz. What you reading?
Wow.
Yeah, he definitely didn't hear me. Hey, Ignatz!
Huh? What? Oh, it's you. Can you please try to not sneak up on me like that?
I mean, we didn't sneak up. We said, hey, Ignatz, and you didn't hear us, so...
Sorry about that. I was trying to talk to you, but it didn't seem like anything was getting through.
I wonder what you're reading.
Looks like you're really into that book, or whatever it is. What's it about? It doesn't look like battle tactics at the very least.
You're right. This is the Traveler's Journal. It chronicles places that lie beyond Fodlan's borders.
Oh, that one.
You've seriously been lugging books around with you? Though, I admit, that does sound like a good one.
Yes, it's fascinating. The author's unknown, but whoever it was really traveled to all these places and documented everything. It's amazing how vastly things can differ depending on where you are. Like the plants or the animals or even the ore in the ground. And of course, the way people live in those areas is so diverse too. Like their food and their clothes. But what's most interesting to me is the architecture. Ruins in Fodlan contain ancient architectural styles that are, for some reason, also found on faraway islands.
Ah, that's a little suspicious.
All right. I get the picture. You talk like you've seen it all firsthand.
Well, I really try to place myself in the author's shoes when I read. So I guess in a way, I have. I'd love to visit all those places myself, but that's easier said than done. Especially since I became a knight.
Are you unhappy being a knight?
The way you say that makes me think you never wanted to be a knight in the first place.
Oh, no! No, of course I did. At any rate, both my father and my brother are pleased that it's official.
Sounds to me like you became a knight for them.
That's not it at all. I'm very happy with my decision, honest.
Even though you can't go off traveling?
Yeah, getting sent out to different locations for battle is kind of the same thing.
I mean, except you're doing that to kill people, though. I mean, I don't know if that's really the same thing.
Oh, but of course the mission always comes first. It's not like I go off wandering whenever I feel the urge.
Uh-huh. But you would if you could, right?
Why do you keep asking me about this? All these leading questions, they're uncalled for. I might not be able to travel of my own volition, but I can read books and go wherever I want in my imagination. And that's good enough for me.
Oh, that's a little bit of a rocky sea support. Ooh, Dimitri can, Oh, we missed the opportunity to deepen a bond with Mercedes. Okay.
Your Majesty, you will take ill if you keep sleeping at your desk.
Mm-hmm. Do? Oh, I've done it again. Yes, well, thank you for waking me and sparing my poor neck any further damage.
You sounded pained. Is everything all right?
Dreaming of the past again, I fear.
The tragedy?
No. The day I returned to the capital afterward. Do you remember the child who cursed me after my father's funeral?
Oh, yes. I believe he was the son of a knight who fell in Dusker.
He was furious that I would not take revenge on your people, and even more enraged to see you serving as my vassal. He berated me without mercy, demanding I kill you then and there. All I could do was walk away. Everyone desires revenge for that day. Survivors and the dead alike cry out for retribution.
I know, Your Majesty.
I seek to fulfill the duty they have given me, and have never once flinched from it. And yet, to do. If I were mortally wounded and begged with my dying breath for you to avenge me, what would you do?
I would do it, even at the cost of my life.
And if I told you to forget me, and live for your own happiness?
I would regretfully decline. I cannot know happiness without you by my side. I would still seek vengeance, just for my own sake, not yours.
Interesting. And nothing I say to the contrary will change your mind?
Your Majesty, can you not live for your own sake?
My life is not my own. It belongs to my kingdom, my people, and the dead. But had I been born to a different fate, well, perhaps I would have traveled outside Fodlan with you as a mercenary. Or perhaps I'd be a farmer. I confess the thought does sound rather delightful.
Surely you could still tread those paths.
As a king? Like, right now?
It was a jest to do. I merely said the first thing that came to mind. I am driven by matters on which I cannot permit myself to yield. I hope you understand that.
Well then, all the more reason to get some proper rest. If work remains, I will aid you. If you have difficulty sleeping, I will lend you my ear. But seeing you slumped over at your desk disturbs me. Every time, I fear death has come for you in the night.
Death will never sneak up on me as long as I remain under your watchful attention.
Your Majesty, please.
Though, if I were to die and leave you alone, the aftermath would be horrendous. I suppose I will heed your advice. Just this once.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Ah, nice support. Alright, anyone else? Nope.
Ash, you've come at the perfect time.
Why is that? Oh no, am I interrupting?
Not at all. In fact, I'd like you to try this tea.
Sure. Did you create this blend yourself?
I did. Your talk of medicinal herbs inspired me to study them. I created a number of different brews, thinking I might find one suitable for His Majesty. But first, I would like your opinion on the quality.
Taste testing, is it? I'd be happy to help. Oh, this tastes like...
Yes? How do you find it?
To do, what did you use in this?
The same flour you gathered before, mixed with some other herbs, then steamed. I read that doctors in the capital frequently concoct a similar blend. Does it not suit your tastes?
No, I love it. It actually reminds me of something. Of course! This is what Lenato used to give me when he first took me in.
Lord Lenato used to brew this tea?
He sure did. Wow, this really takes me back. I wasn't born into a noble family, so when I started living with Lenato, I had no idea how to act. I was nervous as anything at first, but I'd always calm right down the moment I drank his tea.
I did read that this tea is useful for calming nerves. Perhaps he was trying to make you feel at home.
That sounds like him. I was pretty young at the time, so I never knew what kind of tea it was. But this definitely has the same flavor. Strange to think I've been in the capital for 2 years now and never came upon it again until today. I wonder if Lenato ever served this tea to Grand Duke Rufus.
He never said?
No, I guess the two of them had a falling out a long time ago. He never really talked about his time in the capital. But I think he started studying herbs as a way to help the Grand Duke.
Huh, interesting.
Just like you're studying them to aid His Majesty.
It's possible.
Anyway, thank you, Dedu. That really hit the spot. Hey, would you teach me how to brew it sometime? I'd love to let everyone else try it.
Yes, of course.
Support level B.
Felix, what are you doing here?
I had business in the capital. Speaking of, I hear you're that boar's knight now.
Or... Oh, you mean His Majesty?
Yeah, him. You must have it rough with a tiresome man like that leading you.
I think you're exaggerating, Felix. I wouldn't call him that at all. In fact, he even does our jobs for us sometimes. Although he has been trying to rely on us a little more lately.
See, that's exactly why he's such a problem. You should steal your job back from him once in a while. Use force if you have to.
Felix, are you?
Anyway, the castle has certainly changed in the past, what, 2 years since he took over? For one thing, there are many more commoners among the knights.
You have a good eye to notice that. But yes, His Majesty says there are pros and cons to it. For example, knights from noble families tend to be more polite and respectful. There were a lot of scuffles and misunderstandings in the beginning, but things seem to be calming down now.
And which are you, noble or commoner? You became a knight on Lord Lenato's recommendation, right?
Yeah, my situation is kind of strange. I'm almost stuck right in the middle. Still, I feel like there are things only I can do precisely because I don't fit into either box. But whenever I'm in real trouble, His Majesty and Dedu always come to my aid. So that's good.
Dedu as well, huh?
Yep, even the knights accept him as one of us now. No one's a better cook or more skilled with their hands. And he's a proper demon on the battlefield to boot. I hope to be more like him someday.
Please, no. One of him is more than enough. Especially that blind loyalty. Imitate that and you'll only end up throwing away your life on the battlefield.
Oh, are you worried about us? That's sweet, Felix. I always had the impression you cared for your friends, and now I know I'm right.
Excuse me?
I mean, sure, the things you say are pretty harsh, but you can't bring yourself to actually abandon someone. You always show so much concern for me, and for Dedue, and even for His Majesty.
Yeah, well, it'd be more work for me if anything happened to you, that's all. I'm busy enough as it is. Can't afford to take on more issues.
Well then, I'll do my best not to add to your problems.
I doubt you'll need to try that hard. You do a decent enough job of supporting folks already. So, keep up the good work and maybe I'll lend you a hand someday. You know, if you need it.
Thanks, Felix. I'll be counting on you.
Support level B. Nice. And then one more with Mercedes.
You saw one too. Glad it wasn't just me.
There you are, Ash. I've been worried sick about you. You were white as a sheet during our training earlier, and I was concerned you had taken ill.
No, I'm sure that was all just in your head.
That's not your usual carefree smile.
I guess I can't hide anything from you, huh? Truth is, I turned my ankle during practice. Thankfully, it's all right, but, well, it reminded me of the time I saw a ghost when I was a little kid.
Wait, a proper ghost? Oh, what did it look like? Did it say anything? What was it wearing? Oh dear, I'm sorry. I let myself get carried away there. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
No, it's all right. I can't let myself live in fear of it forever. So on that day, my brother took sick with a fever, and I went into the mountains to look for medicinal herbs. As I was walking along some unstable ground, I saw a large figure in the fog.
And you're sure there wasn't anyone else on the mountain with you that day?
Yeah, I was definitely alone up there. Plus, when I tried saying hello, the figure didn't answer. I knew then and there it was a ghost, and in my hurry to escape, my foot slipped, and I turned my ankle.
Well, it's important to be careful about where you step.
Wait, that's your takeaway? The story doesn't scare you at all?
Not really. If I'm honest, I heard a similar tale some time back. A long time ago, a man on a pilgrimage saw a strange, shadowy figure deep in the Ogma Mountains. He panicked and began to scream, thinking it a ghost or some other manner of evil omen. But in truth, it was none of those things.
Wait, so if it wasn't a ghost, what was it?
It was his own shadow reflected in the mist.
What? Then maybe what I saw was...
My own shadow.
I can't say for certain, but it may have simply been a trick of the light.
Oh, gosh. I feel silly for being afraid of my own shadow for so many years.
It's quite understandable for you to mistake it for a ghost, especially since you hadn't heard the story about the shadowy figure.
Thanks, Mercedes. That makes me feel a lot better. Hey, but if you have time, you should listen to this guy's story.
Sorry, whose story?
Uh-oh. Ah, it was a real ghost.
This guy right here. Apparently he saw a real ghost a long time ago.
Ash? You are the only other person here.
I like how the music just cut there.
What? Come on. He's standing right next... Huh?
You were alone when I found you.
Wait, so you never saw him? What does that mean? Was he,
Alright, support level B. Alright, let's do one more chore raising, or chore thingy, with, maybe Sedith and Catherine.
Counting on you both.
Very well. I shall lend you my strength.
All right.
Ooh, perfect. Nice.
We all must do our fair share.
Oh, new support combos available with Sedith and Shez, probably. Oh, Catherine.
What a pain.
Everything all right, Catherine? Thought I saw Count Karen a second ago.
Yes, I just had to talk to my father about something. He wanted to request some of the church's soldiers as reinforcements, but I don't have the authority to make that decision. For the life of me, I can't understand why he'd come to me for something that only Lady Rhea or Dimitri could help him with.
Whoa, wait. Count Karen is your dad?
Yes. Huh. I could have sworn you knew. Well, I guess you do now. I am, in fact, the daughter of Count Karen of Fargus.
I had no idea. Though, now that you mention it, you do bear their crest.
Things are complicated with my family, to say the least. But basically, I'm keeping my distance from House Karen for the time being. Right now, I am Catherine, Knight of Saros. No connection to any house or the kingdom.
I see. So you intend to keep serving the church going forward? But what do you think you would do if the church and kingdom broke their alliance?
A foolish question. Obviously, I would side with Lady Rhea. It's not a matter of kingdom or church. My allegiance and my sword lies with Lady Rhea and her alone. Though, of course, I would prefer not to fight my friends and family from back home. So it would be ideal for me if the kingdom and church could play nice forever.
The Archbishop's personal sword, huh? You've got one heavy blade.
What about you? What are you fighting for here? Or is it one of those, I just tripped and fell into it kind of stories?
I fight for my friends. No. I guess third option. That's what we've been doing this whole game, right?
I've got a score to settle with someone. Figure I got a better chance of fighting them again if I'm here.
Oh yeah? Must be a formidable opponent, judging by that look on your face.
Aside from that, you might be right. Maybe my coming to Fargus was pure chance. A civil war broke out in the capital right after I joined the Officers' Academy. By the time things died down, Rhea decided to close the school. That's when Dimitri put me in my current role.
Sounds like you've had a rough go of things too. But you're commanding kingdom troops now, right? That's a pretty good step up. I say that as long as you're living life in a way that would make your past self proud, that's enough.
Make my past self proud, huh?
Easier said than done, I know. But it can't hurt to try, right? Just keep challenging yourself. You'll get there eventually.
Alright, and with that, we should probably head out to the strategist and go fight some battles.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Ooh, Raiders from the North. New paralog, huh? Let's try that one.
There may not be snow here, but the wind still settles right in your bones.
Yes, it's often coldest in places without snow.
Apologies for dragging you so far north, and then saddling you with reconnaissance duties. Still, how are things looking?
Thought for sure we'd see signs of the enemy by now, but I've got nothing. You really think those Srang folks are coming over these mountains? Seems like a pretty risky plan.
Oh, they will come. It's in their nature.
And if I know their leader, this will be a much larger raid than normal.
Let's ask about the Srang leader.
This leader sounds like a big deal.
Yes, he's quite well versed in Fodlan's culture and military strategy alike.
After he was surrendered to Margrave Gautier as a prisoner of war, he was held here for some time. The Margrave lost his wife to the Srang offensive, and I know he harbored many ill feelings towards their people. But he also hoped to improve relations between the two peoples, and thusly treated his prisoner well, teaching him our language and customs.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Sadly, the prisoner did not appreciate the effort. He fled Margrave Gautier at his first opportunity and scurried back home.
Oh.
But if Srang offered him as a hostage, why would they welcome him back?
It's all a bit muddled and unclear. Father dispatched men to find out the truth of the matter, but everyone feigned ignorance.
Still, he now leads the Srang forces, which means they must have at least some respect for the man. Doubtless they were pleased when he walked in the door with inside knowledge of Fodlan practically oozing from his pores.
You've got one interesting neighbor, I'll give you that. Things are tougher in the north than I thought.
I'm glad you've come to understand our situation, at least in some small part.
Our preparations are complete, Father. Perhaps it's time we gather the generals?
Yes. Once everyone is here, we'll depart for the Ruska Mountains and take shelter at the stronghold in the foothills.
That stronghold again? We're practically retracing the entire northern campaign at this point.
Yes, that is where hostilities began, isn't it? Your Majesty, House Gautier should have been able to handle this situation ourselves. Pray forgive me for dragging you into it.
Not at all. Gautier and Fraldarius have long been allies in the fight against the forces of Srang. It is only right that the leader of House Blathid should come to your aid in a time of such crisis. I'll be counting on you and Sylvain as well.
Let's show confidence.
Don't worry, we'll send these folks packing.
Great. In that case, maybe I'll kick back and let you do all of the...
Wanna say that in front of your dad, Sylvain?
Kidding. Kidding. Of course, I'll give this everything I have. Well, except my life. I'll be keeping that.
I'll do my best as well, Margrave. Though, having ceded the Fraldarius title to my son, I fear I'm not but a common military man now.
False modesty ill suits you, Rodrigue. Now let's all go out there and make our king proud.
Indeed. Drive back to Srang Army. Alright, Shez probably can't change deployment. Oh, none of us can change deployment. Okay.
Brave soldiers of Vargas, I task you now with this. Defeat the forces of Srang and prove your might anew.
Srang generals have infiltrated the fortress. Okay, time to defeat them.
Down the stronghold. You focus on dispatching the enemy.
Alright, we gotta keep Margrave Gautier from being routed, I see.
We must act now, but let us see what we can do.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
Not a I've got this.
We will proceed as planned.
Let's go down here.
We must strive to perform to the best of
Let us allow me.
Alright, let's control Rodrigue. Warrior Rodrigue is gonna be fun to play. Ouch. There we go, finally.
How profound. Stand on the same battlefield where my father once fought.
And repeating the same fight as well. Not sure how I feel about that one.
Where are you? Oh, Shez has defeated one of the warriors already, right? Okay.
Not a problem. I've got
This should do.
Whoa, what the heck was that? Dang. Man's doing somersaults. Ow.
Can't let my friends down.
Nice job, Sylvain.
Hear you loud and clear.
Let's take this one down now.
Let's take the stronghold. No, not yet.
I love that, somersault move. Alright, it's all about patience working with this assassin here. Uh-oh. We're low on health. Not good. Alright, this is our last vulnerary. Try not to die, Rodrigue.
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
Let's actually have him guard Margrave Gaute. That's probably the better option. I don't know if there's any lance enemies here on this battlefield, but if there are, maybe we can send Rodrigue after them. The dungeon is ours.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform.
Alright, let's control Sylvain.
I'll make sure I'm ready to go.
Plaza is now ours. Nice.
Let us crush their defenses.
Alright, let's go after this guy over here.
Alongside the young Margrave and Lake King once again. It's quite the sensation.
I'm honored you think I stack up to my father. Can't help but feel like I pale in comparison.
Enough of that. You are more than worthy of the comparison. To one day take his place as the Margrave.
And hey, Retry's already blazed that path, so he's gotta know what he's talking about.
Guardhouse is ours. Ah, we're blocked off. Okay. I guess we can go target the guy that's about to go fight Shez. Oh, he's going after Rodrigue. Not good. Can't let that happen. Alright, did we get him? We did. Okay. There we go.
My time has come.
Alright, let's heal up a bit.
I'm ready to go.
Alright, and then last one to take down, probably that assassin there.
I shall take the lead.
much we got frozen. There we go. Mission success. Alright, Sarang Army has opened up the
We must
gates.
strive to perform to the best of our ability.
In that case, where is Shez?
We must act now, before the worry sets in.
Let's start attacking someone with Rodrigue.
Not a problem.
We'll send Shez to take this stronghold.
I've got this. Hear you loud and clear.
And then
I'll
Sylvain.
make short work of this.
Let's actually control Rodrigue for now.
Allow me. There will be no end if we stay on the defensive. Perhaps we should take the fight to our enemy instead.
Indeed.
These wild tactics remind me of my father's chess strategies. Wait. I think they might be trying to reach our base.
Let us crush their defenses.
This stronghold.
Let's actually send Shez, shoot. To one of the strongholds. Maybe here. There we go. Gate ours.
The one who died in the Shrine raids. What was she like?
She was a classmate of ours at the academy, and the star pupil of the Black Eagles.
I understand he earned his Wall of Ice moniker after she was lost.
Indeed. Before that, he was a lively young man, cheerful and friendly to the last.
Sarang. Heck of a lot more reinforcements, oh gosh. Okay. Guess we gotta defeat those guys next. We're reaching low durability levels. Uh-oh. We've failed our main mission, and more reinforcements, lovely.
The sting of failure. This payback has been years in the making, Gautier.
More reinforcements, lovely.
As loud as a cannon. That must be who we're looking for.
We've got a lot of people. Oh gosh, they're starting to swarm our base. Okay. Let's send Shez to defend.
I have my own reasons why I must win.
This reminds me of the days when we competed for a claim in Shrine.
Nice, one general down. Oh, Sylvain's here backing me up. Wonderful.
Loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
Let's send Rodrigue back to, defend. Take the stronghold.
My turn?
Alright, we should probably focus on the warriors down there. Alright, Dimitri's come up. Let's have him start taking out the assassins up here. That's another one down. Alright, let's help Rodrigue with the guys in this stronghold. Alright, one of them went down. There we go, the stronghold's defended. Someone's down here. There we go. Ouch. Ooh, that was a lot.
Before the worry sets in.
Let's have Rodrigue stay here. And then we'll go take care of the rest. That's one guy out of the way. Ah, shoot, got trapped under that rock. Take this. Still standing? Okay. More strength forces advancing. Wonderful.
Clear. I'll make short work of this.
I've awaited this moment. Refuse to hold back. You won't stop me.
Alright, let's have Dimitri take care of this guy.
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
We'll send Sheds over here to get rid of our our warriors that are bothering Dimitri, and then we'll control Sylvain. Wow, Sylvain was actually very close to dying just now. Alright, let's take the stronghold actually while we're at it. Alright, that stronghold's ours. Now let's go help Rodrigue out. He's challenging a tough opponent. Anyone else to kill? Yep, we'll send Sylvain up here.
Short work of this.
I shall take the lead.
Alright, reinforcements defeated.
Resounding success.
The gates have been opened.
Don't hate us for this. Our way of life hangs in the balance.
Alright, this is the final map, I think, so
Hear you loud and clear.
let's send Sylvain
We must act now, before the
and
worries-
Rodrigue.
Sylvain! It's been a long time, old friend. I hear your brother kicked off.
Yes, he did. But wait till you can...
This strength will ensure nobody dies a needless death.
You're the one who left us behind, remember?
Not bad. Not bad at all. But do you really think you can best me?
I refuse to hold back.
Huh, so that Strength Commander does know Sylvain, huh? They recognize each other at least. Or it looked like they did.
Perhaps I thought too highly of my troops. But I can retreat with my pride intact.
Yeah, and don't come back. Or if you do, at least leave your weapons and soldiers behind.
I'll think about it.
Man, it sounds like they knew each other. And were probably friends too, huh?
I'm getting stronger.
I'm ever chasing Lambert's shadow.
Hey, new power.
How can I best... They descended upon us like a storm.
I've never seen the people of Srang fight with such ferocity, and their leader was a pure terror. Still, I thought that man more discerning than to simply attempt to batter his way into Fargus.
Maybe someone incited the Srang forces.
Sounds like someone lit a fire under them. Probably convinced them this was their chance to take out the kingdom, what with our being occupied with the Empire and all.
But who would this Flamestoker be? Someone from Adrestia, perhaps?
Maybe.
We can't discount Cornelia and her ilk. They're like a bad rash that won't go away.
It will take time to pin down the truth. But even if this is the result of some outside influence on the Srang clans, the fault still lies with me. I never should have educated that man.
Don't blame yourself, Father.
The people of Srang do not speak the language of Fodlan. Had he never learned it,
He wouldn't have been able to understand whoever was trying to incite him, huh? True.
Yet Sylvain was only able to get through to him as a result of your teachings. And though his words lacked compassion, it was still quite remarkable to hear him speak at all. I was raised to think of the Srang people as demons who emerged unbidden from the snowy tundra. Considering that, exchanging even a few meager sentences with them feels like a miracle.
I agree with His Majesty. We will never achieve peace without understanding each other. And you know we can't end this through sheer force of arms alone, Father.
We already understand our enemy perfectly well. They fight for a port that is not choked with ice, and for land that is warm and fertile. Yet Fargus is hardly a region of abundance, and there is nothing we can spare them. So how exactly do you hope to achieve peace amidst such scarcity?
I don't know, yet. But I'll keep searching for a way, even if it takes my entire life.
You remain as naive as ever, boy.
Matthias, wait! Apologies, Your Majesty. I will go speak with him. You should make ready to head back.
What the Margrave says is reasonable, yet I sense an earnestness in your words as well, Sylvain.
Oh, I'm earnest, all right. I'll drag our people kicking and screaming to peace if that's what I have to do.
Let's express, actually, no, let's encourage Sylvain.
Peace with Strang doesn't sound like some hopeless ideal to me. I'm sure you'll find a way to pull it off.
Alright, sorry about that. Let's see.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Regardless, we must eliminate this threat if we ever hope to free ourselves from the power of the relics. Still, there's no reason we must do so through military might and bloodshed, if another way will suffice. I appreciate the way you think, Sylvain. I truly do.
And I'm always impressed with how much you hate warfare, considering how good you are at it.
Is your father going to be okay? He didn't exactly take well to your opinion back there.
Trust me, I've been a son for long enough to know that the feelings he keeps private can fill a library. If he really thought I was some kind of naive idiot, he'd have kept it to himself. There's something else weighing on his mind here. I'm certain of it.
There you are, Matthias.
Do you remember the night of the ball, Rodrigue? Back in our days at the Academy? You, me, and Lambert grew weary of the festivities and stole away to train by ourselves.
How could I forget? The stars in that sky were a true sight to behold. We talked about all sorts of things that night. It was the first time we ever discussed our dreams for the future, and the last as well.
Lambert told us how he hoped to forge a peace between Fargus and the people of Srang and Dusker.
Ha! He certainly did. And once he was named king, the man did his best to see it through. Srang may have been a lost cause, but he worked tirelessly to bring Dusker into the fold.
I called him naive that night. His dreams sounded like the thing of childhood storybooks and cradle tales. But these days I wonder if I wasn't the naive one. He always took the long view of things, saw the whole continent unfolding before him. But me? I've lost too many over the years, and their blood clouds my vision. I could never see things now as he once did. Could there really be a pathway to peace?
Ah. You haven't changed one bit, Matthias. If you regret what you said to Sylvain, I suggest you find him and apologize before this goes any further.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Ooh, we obtained the Lance of Ruin. Ooh, that's gonna be, useful. That was an interesting paralogue, and also, interesting to see the people of Srang. And also we learned a little bit about, Margrave Gautier. Well, I think we'll call it a day for the stream here. I'll try to stream, sometime later down the line again. we'll continue this game, and next stream we'll probably take these territories around here, and if we have time we might go after the main objective itself. Until then, I'll catch you all later next stream. If you haven't subscribed already and you'd like to consider helping out the channel, please do consider subscribing. Yeah, helps the channel, and also if you'd like to find out when I'm streaming next, you can also hit the notification bell. And yeah, that way you'll know when I'm streaming. So yeah, I'll see you all next stream. Bye-bye.